This is Am I the Astronaut for giving my husband's birthday cake to my boss? There better be a damn good reason for this. I, 36 female, have been planning my husband's surprise 40th birthday party for months. He didn't ask for anything special, but he did know that I was planning something. He just didn't know what. We have a very renowned and exclusive bakery in our city. It's so popular that you have to order cakes 6 to 8 months in advance. They are not only beautiful cakes, but very tasty as well. So, as I started making plans several months ago, I ordered an incredible 3-tiered golf-themed cake for my husband's party. We have tasted cakes from this bakery a few times at different large events, and he always comments on how amazing they are, so I knew this would be a great surprise from him. Now, I work at a large investment firm. Several of the times we've had these cakes have been at large fundraising and charity events with my firm. A few weeks ago, a coworker of mine retired, leaving myself and another coworker competing to fill his position and receive a significant promotion with it. While we were friendly, the competition was heated, and we both had been working extra hours trying to get a leg up on one another. The decision was scheduled to be made sometime the week of my husband's party. Here's where I may have become the a-hole. Early in the morning on the day of my husband's party, one day before his actual birthday, I overheard some coworkers say that it was also my boss's birthday. I quickly jumped on social media to confirm, and sure enough, it was. I was scheduled to pick up my husband's cake the same morning, and I knew my boss would be in the office later that afternoon, and I was still working so hard to get the big promotion that I decided to give my husband's cake to my boss instead. No! For hubby here, it's good to know that you are not the significant other, you are the insignificant other. I picked up the cake from the bakery later that morning and left it on my boss's desk with a big handwritten note saying who it was from. It was an amazing cake, even better than what I had imagined. My boss loved it and was very impressed that I had taken the time months ago to find out when his birthday was and order a cake for him. I purchased another cake from another local bakery for my husband's party that evening, which was delicious, and he was none the wiser. His party went off without a hitch, and no one ever knew that I had given his cake to my boss. Later that week, I found out that I did get the promotion. My husband still doesn't know about his intended cake and maybe never will, but I can't help feel a little bit bad about what I did. So I gotta know, am I the asshole? Poor guy. It was a gamble because if she hadn't got the promotion, she would feel way shittier about this. However, it's something she did for them. It wasn't just for her. The promotion, I hope, was for them, to put them in a better position, to give them more freedom in life eventually, to allow them to stash more, to achieve their dreams, blah, 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 blah. So when whenever you got the promotion, at that point, I feel like should have been like, okay, I took a major risk and it paid off, but now I've got to tell you what it was. And I think he'll understand and be like, so we traded my cake for like 20 grand a year? Hell yeah. Great deal. Good move. Do that more. If you hadn't gotten it, it'd be a different story. And then it'd be a lot harder to explain. It'd be like, I was trying to do this. And I guess the same logic would apply. But if this was prioritized from this puts us in a better position place, I'm okay with it. If this comes from this is something I need and I'm taking something from him to satisfy and fulfill myself, that's shitty. And that would be an asshole move. If it was a sacrifice made for the good of the family and you as a team, I'm okay with it. He still got cake and it was delicious and he didn't know any different. You can do this for another occasion, but you needed a play to be able to get a leg up there, and the competition was heated, and this may have been the biggest issue. This may have been it. I feel like you need to come clean about this if you're in a true partnership. If this is teamwork like it should be, you gotta tell. You gotta tell him. Is there harm to not telling him? I guess that's the question we're talking about right now. Right now, he doesn't know. Is there harm in him not knowing? The fact that she's feeling guilty says it all, really. So she needs to come clean to be able to get that off of her chest. Otherwise, she's going to have this guilt always, even though it may not be a huge deal in the grand scheme of things in life. She has guilt already, and that will snowball. And then there will be this poison that she feels like she can't get rid of. We have a chance to get rid of that poison right now. And not that it's not going to scar, but it's not going to fester. You know what I mean? You can amputate it basically right now and prevent it from spreading and causing other problems. So the question was, am I the astronaut for giving my husband's birthday cake to my boss? I'm making the assumption that they are a team and that she did this for the betterment of them as a couple, not of her as an individual. And in that case, I say NTA, because it was the best thing for them. This move yielded something that is more valuable. However, the question should be, am I the asshole for giving my husband's birthday cake to my boss and not telling him about it? The not telling him about it is a different issue here. And in that case, I think we're either at 4 or 3. Like, you should tell him. And you could have done this differently. We'll put it at 4 for not saying anything. because that could have been done differently. And maybe should have, but at this point, we'll say could have. It depends on where it's coming from. I'm trying to imagine if Candy Thunder and I were in this situation and she told me what she did, even if she didn't get the promotion for it, I'd be like, I respect it. It's ballsy. I respect it. But I want my damn cake. Go ahead and order it now so 6 months from now we can enjoy it or whatever it is.